everything that, I mean, I can't even imagine buying a stock that doesn't pay a dividend. Why would you do that? What would be the reason you would do that? I don't get it.
What's going on, guys? Today, we're going to be taking a look at millionaire businessman and investor Kevin O'Leary and his stance on dividend investing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to like and subscribe.
If you look at the volatility in the market around names that don't pay dividends, they're extremely volatile because there's no cushion of yield. What's the value of a stock that never returns capital to its shareholders? I don't know. Because the only way you can make money is if somebody else is willing to buy that position at a higher price for some emotional reason, perhaps, or for some, foresight that maybe the company will return capital one day. And I think of, when you learn as an investor over multiple decades is the only thing that matters is free cash flow. That's it. There is no other reason to own a stock. And with that philosophy, it brings you into a place where you focus on a company's ability to generate incremental cash flow, because just owning a dividend-paying stock is not good enough. Because, let's say we find a stock today that's paying a 3% dividend yield, and tomorrow, because its forecast for sales get cut in half, the stock drops by 50%. Now it's yielding 6%. I don't want to own that stock either. So my tests in this index that I've created with FTSE Russell looks at the balance sheet. Every year we test to make sure that the company is viable in its ability to generate cash. This is extremely conservative investing. This is for the long haul. These tools are not for, as you're suggesting, for spicy, the hot stock du jour. I've done that. I've been there. Let the young legs do that. I have zero interest in that. I don't care what the hot new stock is. When a company comes public, I won't own it either. It's got to prove to me over multiple years that it can continue to generate cash before it even fits into what I'm doing. So I'm really boring, and I like it that way.
So a great company doesn't necessarily have to equal a great stock. They can be two very different things from your perspective.
There's many companies where I buy their products and services. I would never touch their stock. So, it's sort of, we're talking about real money here, the stuff that you need to preserve. When I think about my family trust, I can't afford to mess around with that.
I'm guessing it came from your mother, but what would you say was the best piece of financial advice or business advice you ever got in your long, lengthy career?
When I was 7 and my brother was 5, she'd take us to the bank with her, because that's where you would buy bonds back in those days. You could actually buy the certificate with the coupons every 6 months. You'd clip them off. She'd say to us, boys, never spend the principal, only the interest. I had no idea what she was talking about. That's all I do today. In my world, you never touch your principal. You adjust your spending habits, your gifts to charities, your use of capital based on how much you can generate from your portfolio. I view my portfolio and my trust and my positions as a chicken on a spit dripping cash. Everything has to generate yield, whether it's a fixed income position or an equity. It has to, the only reason it can be in my world is it's generating capital back to me. I take that, I disperse it. The family lives off that, the charities I've committed to. So I'm always looking for a company that can help me with my problem of generating more yield. Everything that, I can't even imagine buying a stock that doesn't pay a dividend. Why would you do that? What would be the reason you would do that? I don't get it.